Hello, everyone. How's it going out there? That's really weird. Can you guys hear me? All right, there it goes. All right. Here we go, guys. I see you guys out there. We're here for another build competition. Theme Seaside Village. This was a very interesting theme. It was picked by, I believe it was picked by Gatoth, a member of the PlainsWalkers. So today we have some special guest judges here with us. We have Bvitamine, we have Breeze Games, and let me see who our final judge was. So Breeze Gaming is our first judge. Our second one was Bvitamine, and our third one was JPValheim. So that's our full list there. Sorry, guys. I've just now sat down. I've been slammed lately. I will get this going, though. There's no need to hold up any further. You guys have been waiting. We've been waiting. Let's go. All right. Hey, everybody. Hey, Oliver. Sorry, little bit of a brain fart there. When you go to remember names, you get streamer brain instantly. But yeah, it helps to have notes. So thank you to our three guest judges. And of course, I will be jumping in voice chat with them here in a moment. But just wanted to, give you guys an idea of what we're looking at today. Today we had a 24-hour build competition that began yesterday. So these builders have been here rocking it for 24 hours, or of course they could take breaks in between. But yeah, for a full 24 hours, these players have been concentrating on these single builds, and we're going to get to them here in a moment. But of course, thank you for joining me today. I know a lot of you enjoy these events as much as we do, and we are so happy to have all of you here today. I know there's a lot to do on your Saturday afternoon or evening, so the fact that you're hanging out here with us means a lot. So thank you. Let's go ahead and jump in voice and get this started. Thank you, everybody.
And he did an awesome job.
Hey, everyone.
Hello,
Hey,
everyone.
Bjorno.
Hello.
How goes it?
All right,
Good.
everybody stop talking about Bjorno.
Oh,
I mean, you don't have to. Where are you?
all good things. All good things.
I see a lot of you out there, so I need to figure out who I'm going to bother first. I definitely see Bvitamine that you're here, so awesome having you again. You helped judge the last event. Do you have any expectations about what you personally feel a seaside village, what in your mind would constitute a seaside village?
Well, first of all, hi everyone. Well, it's hard to say, right? I have been actually part of like a very similar competition on a different realm as a participant. I actually went with a theme. It was a piratey theme, and I'm actually looking forward if anyone has a theme sort of like going on. But of course, as always, I'll be keeping an eye out for all the minor details, just like in our previous competition that I've judged, as you mentioned. I'm always looking out for that little details, that just brings everything together, brings the whole build together. But obviously in a seaside village, I'm expecting more than one building, and I'm just really looking forward to it because I did have a peek and things are looking absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we're currently looking at Heimdall, and yeah, I'm looking at this crane. I haven't even made it into the build yet, and I'm already stopped and,
Oh
googly eyes
yeah.
looking at it. Ulver agrees. This is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, it's the Heimdall stuff, isn't it? Always amazes people.
Holy moly, there's like a tiny little village over here. When they said seaside village, I was expecting maybe like a dock and like a storage building and like a main
Mm.
building. But yeah, this is, yeah,
Oh, look at that tower.
it's beautiful.
That is so cool. And it's not even finished, I bet. So
No, you guys
there's
all got.
still more to
Oh, I need
come.
to start that timer. Let me see. You guys got an extra 8 minutes because I goofed. So
We'll take it.
so that the stream can see how much time is left in the build competition. It is now up on the screen. Participants have under an hour now to complete their builds, and then judging will begin. Our 3 judges are listed down below on the Twitch description. So I don't think Bree has made it to voice yet, or am I wrong? I don't see her yet. But Bvitamine, thank you once again for showing up. Gatoth, thanks for putting this on, and thank you to everyone who came to build so far. These builds, I'm sure, are gonna blow everyone away. I mean, I haven't even made it through the first one yet. Go ahead, Gatoth.
This is one of my favorite things that the PlainsWalkers have ever done. And I'm just going to be quite honest. I'll be damned if I'm the one that lets it go away. So I'm going to keep coordinating these things, and hopefully people will keep voting on what the theme's going to be, and we'll keep right on going with this. I feel like the 24-hour theme is a little bit better than, I mean, I've seen what people can do in 2 hours. Yeah, and that blows my mind. But what they can do in 24 hours, we saw it with the last one, and we're gonna see it with this one, I'm sure. And Heimdall, you have to build left-handed. And blindfolded.
We're currently looking at Gatoth and Opal's build. Heimdall, were you building with your daughter today, or is it just you?
No, she abandoned me, so it is just me.
So there you go. That's the handicap you were looking for, Gatoth. But Heimdall's been training at 100 times Earth's gravity, so you're gonna have a tough opportunity to take him down.
Well, if you're looking at our build, I'm on the dock waving at you.
I see you.
And
so what are we looking at?
Welcome to the nest.
Welcome, Pangea.
The nest is a getaway spot for Vikings, be it single Vikings or couples that want to come and enjoy good food and a place to rest and some stunning views. And you can see from our little sign here, moonlight and sunset cruises are 3 gold.
Nice. I love that.
And
You definitely don't get ripped off. That's a really good price.
get a haircut for three gold right here. Yes, I built a barber shop.
All these builds will be blueprinted over at one point when I still need to blueprint the last buildings, but there was only 5, so it shouldn't take me very long to do. But eventually, the plan is to have all these blueprinted. And yes, we are looking at possibly having them available to download.
And there is signage that directs you to everywhere you need to go. Over here is Gatopel's blacksmith.
Ooh, this is
Wow,
nice.
very nice.
And then you come back out here and take a left. And this is our, for that single person that's just tired of life and wants to get away from everything, that is our treetop villa that they can come and rent. They can rent it for 1 gold a night or 5 gold for the week.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna stay here. Nice.
I'm making my way over to the kitchen.
And that is, I will say that the kitchen was all my beautiful wife's doing. This eating area out here. And then
Wow,
in the
this is
corner
nice.
in here is a private dining area.
Oh,
And
that's a
then-
nice touch. Yeah, I like that.
And then back here, for those discerning food critics, we have our chef's table. And you can be invited back here to sample the cuisine and write a review.
Does your chef have a hat that has a rat underneath it?
Yes, so she can ratatouille.
Yep.
And then you come out of the kitchen, and over here is another two-person suite with a hot tub area.
I don't know where you went. Did you go down? No, there's just fireplaces underneath. That is an interesting way to make the bottom of your build. Use the grates and then put the fireplaces underneath. I guess it is a good way to keep the fire contained and have heat throughout your entire build. That's interesting.
Well, if you come out of Opal's kitchen and follow the little path across the bridge, which is what I did, that's our two-person suite with a little hot tub area and a bonfire. And then if you turn left, you come up to the Two Ravens Lodge, which is a 4-room lodge.
Is that what's over here?
Mm-hmm. That's where Vitamin and I are, is back here. And then I don't know if you saw it, Bvitamin, but there's pricing right here on the wall.
Yep, I did see it. Yep, absolutely. 1 gold per night.
Yep. 1 gold per night or 5 gold for the week for room rates, meal pricing, free with room purchase, or 1 gold per meal. And the suite rates are 3 per night or 12 for the week. And that is both for the treetop suite and the two-person suite. But
I see. So it's pretty awesome from what I'm seeing. What does chat think? What do you guys think?
it's the nest. I just kind of went with a theme, but
Very fitting. Nice.
Left, are you in voice? I thought I saw that he was here.
Pardon me?
Hey, Left. How's it going?
Ah, good, good.
So this is your first build competition. Any thoughts?
Oh, I enjoyed it a lot. It's always, yeah, you lose your time in details, huh? So the time management, this is really so many things on the paper, but you don't have any idea how long it takes, huh? Or at least you build so many buildings, but of course you did it over weeks, so to schedule it down into a couple of hours, this was my biggest challenge.
And to think our past build competition, we only gave our participants 2 hours to build. So the 24 hours, yeah, I can still imagine how it could be a little rough to fully complete an idea in that short amount of time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But from what I'm
Yeah,
seeing here, it
as an
doesn't look like you were
independent from
struggling. This is beautiful.
And you know, I'm in India time, so meaning in terms of if you do 2 hours, I think this is a different story. So if you have 24 hours, I think I was building now 8 hours in total. So what you see is around 8 hours.
Okay. Of course, for those on Twitch watching, the 24 hours, it's not like you have to be consecutive, like 24 hours straight to build. That just means you have 24 hours to submit a finished product. So people sleep and eat and take breaks or have their daily lives, and how much time they spend on it, that's really up to how much free time they have to dedicate to each one of these builds. So it really, the realm of competition is kind of opened up because someone can possibly do more with a couple hours versus what can someone do with like 8 hours based on building experience. So it kind of evens it up in a way. How much time have you spent so far, Heimdall?
Not as much as I would have liked to. I don't know, probably 5 or 6 hours, something like that.
Okay. And Gatoth?
I think I think we probably got right at that. We spent about 2.5, 3 hours yesterday building, and then we've been on it since what time we start building this morning? About 10. So since 10 o'clock this morning till now,
Okay.
and the 2 or 3 hours yesterday.
Oh, I hope you get some more sleep soon, Conchonery. Sounds like 4 hours of sleep, that's brutal. Pangea says, I like the
You know,
partner
with
build
kids,
idea.
It's a bit normal sometimes.
Is it?
The kids keep us up at times.
Yeah, I have a 9-year-old. I understand that, but she likes to sleep just as much as I do. So, luckily, I think I lucked out
we
there.
We have a almost 3-year-old that's dropping her naps, so
Nice.
that's fun.
That's a fun age for sure.
Yeah, she's a handful.
It's so rewarding, especially when they start getting into the things you enjoy as they grow.
Oh yeah,
Like
My older one, she's getting into all sorts of stuff. In fact, she's playing some Valheim herself
yeah.
and getting into it. She likes it.
Heimdall was building at the last competition. He was building with his daughter, which I thought was
Yeah.
really cool.
That's super cool. I hope to do that someday.
Well, that was me and the wife entered our first build competition together for Val-Con, and I have to say, where building is concerned, she used to be like, I can't build, I can't build. Now, since we won,
Ooh.
she got the feeling of winning one. I've created a monster. She's like, when are we going to build again? When are we going to compete again?
Left, I really like this this like building over here. What is this? Is this like the lodging building? The way the staircase works in the center of the building, and how you have like the archway over it, and like opening it up and sort of like into the A-frame of the roof, of the ceiling. That's a really cool way to use very little space and maximize that space.
Yeah. Yeah,
This is
I
really
saw
nice.
it once, and then I copied it, and yeah, and having the dance floor on the bottom right, so you can watch during your dinner.
Yeah, and I like just the little touches, like the banners and the armor stands are definitely a nice touch. We got a save incoming, so just a heads up to everybody. There's actually stuff like on the tables. It feels like people stayed here. I really digging it. And it opens up right to the dock. Well done. Thoughts, chat?
My favorite is next to the door. It's the fridge.
Pangea says cozy and lived in. I agree. There's a little building over
Just
here.
turn around. Yeah, if you turn around, there was if you go inside to the left and open the door behind the main door, there's the fridge.
Inside the big building.
Yes, yes.
Turn left. Okay. Up the stairs.
Go inside.
Oh, I see.
No. It's in the kitchen. It's in the kitchen.
Yeah, I see it. I opened it. It's got a ton of stuff in it. Really nice. Nice touch.
I see on Twitter
Oh no!
someone else or so.
I picked one by accident. I'm so sorry. I tried to close the door and it picked it instead. But that is a really cool fridge. I like it.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, I didn't pick it up, Pangea. I didn't do it. It's still there. Yeah, really nice touch. It definitely feels very, very seaside-esque. I mean, it is technically seaside. It is literally on the ocean, but you definitely made it feel that way as well. So, any thoughts, Bvitamine, on what his seaside village? Are you currently here?
I am here. Yep.
Nice.
Well, I've been loving it, and as
You're on
Left
video if you walk by.
mentioned, like time management is so hard, isn't it? Like even if you have like 24 hours, as you said, people obviously have things to do in their daily lives. So
Yeah,
how
give me a
much
minute. Go
time
upstairs,
you can
please.
actually invest on these things and how it actually turns out and how you manage that time, let
You're
it
on
be,
video.
4 hours, 6 hours, 10 hours, is I think so hard because there's so many things. Like obviously, I think first and foremost you have to have like a base idea to put together, of course, and then actually making it happen and like actually fitting into that time frame is I think the biggest challenge for sure. But I'm really liking what I see over here as well, and that goes for each build, to be honest. So it's gonna be a nightmare to judge.
In Berserk, no,
Well,
these are not from blueprints. These are all built over a 24-hour period.
hey
That's
guys,
right.
I want to introduce you to those that don't know him. This is one of our other judges, JPValheim.
Are you
Hi,
finally
JP.
here,
Hello,
JP?
everybody.
Hey,
Hello.
buddy, how's it going?
I'm doing wonderful.
Hello.
It's good to be here.
He took time out of his very busy schedule to come be with us today, so I'm grateful for that.
Are you guys seeing this? Ravnar, are you in voice?
Yeah, yep, I'm here.
This is very interesting. Can you tell me what I'm looking at?
It's well, it's my name, Ravnar. Now, if you go to, oh, you can see me in the, and I'll go back 2 seconds. Sorry.
Yeah, no
All
worries.
So, can you see me now?
Yeah, I can see you.
Running? Yeah. All right. If you follow me, you need to come inside.
This
Right,
is
you could
really
walk-
interesting.
You can walk right through from end to end each letter.
Wow.
This is insane.
Wow. I've never seen something like this before.
I'm just going to go back outside and wait now and let you have a look around.
What?
Oh, this is such a good idea, Bjorno, isn't it?
I don't even know what to say. Chat, what do you guys think?
What? Oh my god, wow.
I've never seen anything like it.
No, me
That's
neither.
wild.
And he actually
Wow.
like made each room feel like it belongs there. That's hard to do, like
Exactly.
not have all that extra space.
Wow.
I
This
have more
is so
time, honey. Give me a
creative.
minute. I'm gonna die though, going through here.
I'm already lost, mate.
What's over here? Oh, there's another little staircase over here.
Huh?
And a
I
door.
haven't done a lot of decorating, but I'm not really good at decorating, I have to say.
Is this supposed to be like a little attic space or something? Like on the bottom?
Oh, yeah, sort of like that, yeah.
Maybe like some storage.
To be honest, this is the first time I've done this name, like this. I've done another name, but not this one. So it was very much adapt and be flexible as you go.
I can definitely say you achieved that. Really creative work, dude. Awesome.
That is super cool indeed.
Oh, I'll see you both outside. Now, the black marble bridge, if you look at it from, say, the side, that's actually an anchor. Best I could do with the black marble.
Yeah, I see that.
And then this one here is the fish.
Oh, it is.
That's
Oh, I
really
love
funny. I like that.
Uh,
Really creative, man. Like, keep it going. You all still got 39 minutes until we start the judging phase.
I've had about an hour's sleep, so it's like 5:30 a.m. here now, and I'm so tired it's not funny.
oh,
If you like, we can judge you first, so that we can get you out of the way and you can go to sleep.
It's how very nervous building here with a lot of the people that I've watched their YouTube videos on how to do this and how to do that with buildings, and then to be participating in an event with you guys is just, it's mind blowing for me. Yeah.
Once you get through your first competition, the second one gets easier, the third, the fourth, and subsequently they all become easier. Gatoth, I know he mentioned that he was very nervous when he first started doing build competitions, and now he's done like over 20 of them, and now he's running them. So thank you for showing up. We always enjoy meeting new people, and of course, welcome to a PlainsWalkers event, and we'll take good care of you. And we hope you have a fun time. Of course, it's always meant to be a fun experience. It won't be as sweaty as you think, but yeah, you guys got 38 minutes to mention until JP, Bvitamine, and Bree start looking over your builds with a fine-tooth comb. So, who are we going to look at
Now-
next? Go ahead. Sorry.
Bree comes from the same part of the world I do. He's about
She's an
spending
Aussie,
a couple of hours with me.
isn't she?
Yeah, so am I. She's from Queensland, Australia, and I'm in down the bottom in Victoria, southeastern Australia.
oh, nice. Well, I always had a soft spot for creativeness. I've always tried to when I enter a build competition, I'm not usually the one that goes for like like how it all kind of makes sense, or like I just try to go for these creative angles, and what I'm seeing here is just absolutely like it's just so cool. Very well done.
Sean, are you here?
I am.
This is your build, right?
Are you guys over here now? I'm watching the stream. There's a delay.
Yeah, I'm over here with you and my Catterfly.
Yeah, that's my wife. Her name's
Awesome.
Jamie.
Hi, Jamie. Welcome. I'm not sure she's in voice, but if she's watching the stream, welcome.
She's watching. I can't really have audio on the mic, but
You can go back and watch the VOD.
yeah.
What are we looking at here? I'm already really impressed with this little shop thing over here.
Yeah, so this is our seaside village. The idea behind the lore is kind of we found this pocket that had some mysterious eider, and the eider was causing all these mushrooms to grow everywhere, and we thought it was a really cool spot. And so we settled in this area and began to farm mushrooms and all the other things that come with a seaside village. So we've got a fisherman's house out on the island out there with a lighthouse. We've got an open air market out here next to the tavern. Every good seaside village needs a good tavern. And
Yeah, I agree with that.
next to the tavern, if you go up into the second floor through the back door, you
Oh,
can
this
enter
is
the
nice.
brothel. And we have a brothel over attached to the tavern.
Wow.
Oh, that's brilliant.
For all of our weary seaside travelers. And yeah, we weren't trying to, I guess, opposite of what Bvitamine was saying. We were kind of trying to go something you'd see in any good fantasy RPG type video game. Something that's really thought through. Nothing really, insane as far as concepts. Just trying to really make unique builds. Unique homes for each person that lives in the village, and really just kind of like flesh it out and make it feel really lived in. So that's what we're trying to do. Trying to get lots and lots of clutter and fun things that make it feel really full.
Yeah, this is incredible. How long have you spent building this?
I've slept for about 4 hours total this whole time. So most of the rest of the time. My wife was able to hop on for probably a good, I don't know, what, 6 hours yesterday maybe?
Oh,
And then
wow,
A
okay.
couple hours today.
Wow, this
So
is
probably spent a lot more time than it seems like than other people have had. So I feel kind of bad that we probably had more time than others, but we were
Everyone
able to get
gets
the kids
the-
watched and
Yeah, everyone gets the
It worked
same
out.
block of time. So if you use your time more efficiently, that's definitely a leg up for you. Um, this little dock house down at the end. Every single thing like you see in the distance in your village, it isn't just a placeholder. You actually went in and filled out these rooms, make them feel like people were living here or could stay here.
yeah,
Well
that's what we're
done.
going for. Yeah, trying to do something unique for each one. You know what they would have in their home. You know how would they set up their little cottage in the village. So the fisherman, he's the one that takes care of the lighthouse out here. So he manages that, and then there's also a fishing area off the back dock. If you missed that.
oh wow. Oh yeah, this
fishing
is
spot back there.
some of those creative small little bits that I was. Oh my god, I love this. Like, this
Yeah,
is
he-
my absolute soft
He
spot.
goes in. Yeah, he does all the fishing back there and brings it all over to the dock and does his processing in the dock area over here. Of course, it's super dark and nighttime, but that's okay. So yeah, he does all his fish processing on the dock. Then he brings it up to the market, and the first stall in the market is the fish market.
All right.
Hey JP, do you have any expectations on what you feel would be a seaside village in Valheim?
It's kind of hard to imagine, to be honest, because a seaside village sounds peaceful, but in Valheim, when I think of seaside village, I think of the plains. So I'm pretty much an open book for that. I'd been trying to use the wrong password to log in for the past 15 minutes, but I finally got it.
I had faith in you. I knew you'd get it.
I'd figure out eventually.
I think that's all the contestants. Did we miss anybody?
I think that was all of them.
Very nice submissions, everybody. It's not going to be easy again. They all had parts of them that blew me away in their own unique, what's the word? Like the conclusion of the build, the complete build. They all felt like their own unique ideas. They didn't feel the same. They all weren't just carbon copies of what a common, just thrown together survival dock and seaside hut, that you would see on a common Valheim server. They all were awesome in their own way. So I'm going to stop ranting. Bvitamine, JP, you guys are here. Did Bree ever make it?
I'm not sure. I didn't see her on the Discord just yet.
Not yet, perhaps.
Yep.
Hey,
I think
Gatot,
she
did you
still
go ahead?
has some time. I think she still has some time, right? Like at least 20 minutes until we officially start. Hopefully she turns up. So.
I always love seeing the different ways that people, as Bjorno was saying, you can have people do the same task, but they often come up with like completely different solutions, different ways of doing it. And I always learn a lot by seeing things. I'm always surprised.
I mean, look at this view. If you're watching the stream, like, this is incredible. The fact that you got this done in the time you had, like, good job.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks to my wife, too. She did
Yeah.
the vast majority of the village houses and a lot of the clutter decoration and pretty much all of the brothel.
Oh, I love the
That was all her
dock.
idea.
How you have the longships up on the poles. That's such a
Oh,
unique
yeah.
thing.
Got the boat
Just
repair
little
area.
touches, man. It's
So they're outside the blacksmith because he's the one that would probably be, working on the boats
Right.
potentially. And then up
he-
behind the blacksmith is his home, and he's kind of the quirky, he sticks to himself, pretty much just works on things, and he's got kind of the quirky house up on the rock.
Yeah,
Makes
these
it so
that
cool.
There's even like small ladders that like lead you up to it. Like these small details and clutter is just absolutely mind blowing. So well
Oh, thanks.
done.
Appreciate that. It's a lot of fun to try to figure out all the little things that you kind of make it what it is, you know? I have a
Yeah.
lot of fun with that.
It looks quite unique. Honestly,
Thanks.
like most of what I associate with Valheim is still sort of
You're on video.
pre-Ashlands. So it's interesting
I'll
now
do it
that
right
people
now.
have gotten more used to using the darker Ashlands pieces. It's like
Mhm.
really has changed up how things can look. It's cool.
I
Like
love
your
the
dock
wood.
looks all nice and dark, and like I was like, whoa, what's that?
Yeah, all of the
Exactly.
docks are free placed beams because I didn't want to use just regular flooring. I wanted the black beams to look like, kind of old wood. So
Oh,
spent a lot of
wait,
time on
really?
those.
Oh, I just noticed that. Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
I've just pulled my hammer out and I've seen that it's like different pieces all put together. And I also love how you blended it with the stone flooring on the marketplace and like like used all these different materials to combine and then it just really stands out. It's really well done.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, trying to utilize what we could, kind of use everything the way you would expect in a way.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I think Bree have arrived as well, Bjorno.
I'm here in stealth, but it's also very
Ah.
early, so I'm so sorry.
Welcome, Bree.
Ah,
You
there
know,
you
you're
go.
still, what, 20 minutes early? Yeah, so I just wanted to make sure
look,
you could
I
get
set-
in. And
Yeah, I set an alarm and I was like, I'll get up early. And then I saw the messages and I'm like, I have to get my dog outside. And she took forever. So I'm so sorry.
oh no, you're good. Still quite
Alright,
early. We still got 28 minutes before judges have to judge. So
Okay.
You got plenty of
I
time.
wasn't sure, so I was like resting around. I'm still in my pajamas. So, yep.
and we've already gone through and met all the builders. Bree, this is your first time judging a build competition, or have you done it in the past?
Look, I've done it with Gaming with Christy, but it was very different because it was a close, like, I guess it's similar, like it's just the same people in the same community,
Right.
every few months, but, yeah, I was also a participant as well, so sometimes I would organize, sometimes I would judge, sometimes I would actually, be part of it as well, so I'm not unfamiliar with it, just every competition's a little bit different. You always have, your guidelines and your time frame and, if you've locked certain materials away from it. So no, it's all pretty common. But I'm excited to see everything.
Did Gatoth
Meet my
give you a
team.
rundown, or did you want me to give you the TLDR?
Yeah. Do the whole thing. Go. Wake me up. Tell me everything.
So these builders can work as a team of two, or they can do solo. I really suggest that they team up because you have 24 hours. So this event started yesterday at about 2 o'clock my time. So they've had 24 hours to build this. So they of course can take breaks, go to sleep, all those things. It's just you need to submit the finished build. It's not like a marathon. It's more of like a short sprint. So we're about to enter the judging phase here in 26 minutes. It will be you, JPValheim, and Bvitamine that are going to judge these builds. The judges sheet, I believe Gatoth posted that in the Valheim events text channel. If you download that,
It's pinned.
if you don't have a PDF program to open it, you can open it with Google Forms, I think it is.
Yep. No, I'm all set. Yep.
And all the scorings there. Of course, we'll briefly go over like what each of the different categories means before we start judging. And yeah, they had hammer mode, so they could build anything in vanilla. So if it's available in the vanilla client, you can build it in this competition. We could spawn things in for them, completely creative freedom.
See, that is the kind of competition that I never got to actually do because it was always vanilla when we were doing ours. So you had to go and farm everything, but we didn't have 24 hours. We had like 2 weeks or a month. But it was a very different sort of situation, I guess. But it's still cool because I love hammer mode. I think it's the best thing they actually added to the game.
So something really interesting. Sorry. Go ahead, Bvitamin.
Sorry, I've just realized I think we may have skipped a build, Bjorno. I believe that Eva and Speed have also done a build.
You're right. Ungoliant was supposed to be here to go over that build for them, but she's not here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where that is?
Well, if you check me on the map, I'm gonna ping it as well. I think it's right here. I think this should be it. The thing that, yeah, kind of gave it away. I found the bed earlier when I was checking through the area, and it did say Speed's bed or Eva's bed. So I was like, So, yeah, unfortunately we don't have, someone who can talk us through the build, but it's definitely something to look at as well.
So without someone to go over the build, it may impact scoring. So when the judges take a look at it, all you have is face value. So it's unfortunate, but it's still a very strong submission from Speed and Eva from the More Gaming community. So from what I'm seeing, it looks beautiful.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I did fly through, and then I just marked it on my map, and that's, I've just opened my map just a minute ago, and I was like, oh, we kind of skipped one here. But yeah, it does have great face value.
Here in time, because the context of buildings is always, a lot better because you understand the story more than you're more engaged with it, rather than just looking at something and not quite fully grasping why it was created. But
yeah,
if you can't get hold of them, it's just gonna have to be.
Let me DM Ungoliant.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they also have like some sort of lore behind it, just like Conshonnery's build, because they have these what you call it, the shield generators on each little island. So I'm pretty sure they have something behind the scenes going on.
Yeah, this is really nicely thought out. I like these little cottages.
Yeah. And there's a lot of clutter as well, so...
I like the storage underneath the bed.
These places are huge. I realize now the last time I was judging, it was for like a 1 or 2 hour build competition.
Yeah, 2 hours. Yeah.
I keep being like, whoa, what? This is enormous.
It's like, how did they do this?
Way bigger. Yeah, exactly. I was shocked. 24 hours is still crazy though. That's I mean, I've been building the same castle for like months.
The thing that I find with a 24-hour build competition is, it's like, oh, I can build more because I have more time, but I have to be cognizant of the fact that I don't need to try to do a 36-hour build in 24 hours. So.
Yeah, it all comes back to time management.
With the team build aspect of it, I could be working on something else and the wife's over there doing something else, so it's not as pressury as working on one as a single builder.
So, which out of curiosity, go on.
Oh, sorry, you go.
I was just gonna ask which format people like more, like which they prefer, longer competitions or shorter ones.
I know from feedback that 2 hours to build something, it's more of a speed build competition, so it gets the adrenaline going. It's a different, even though it's also a build competition, it feels different because of that aspect versus a 24-hour one where you can be like, okay, I got a good 4 hours, I can just focus on this right now, and then I'll take a nap and then come back and do 2 hours. Or you could team up with somebody and do shifts. So I think it kind of alleviates some of that stress, some of that I guess stress would be the best way to describe it, of doing a 2-hour speed build competition.
Absolutely. I remember when I first actually met the PlainsWalkers and Bjorno, I actually participated in one of their 2-hour build competition, and I've been like, I always have been this sort of like slow builder. Like I kind of definitely think it through and watch out for all the details. But in 2 hours, you really have to have a plan, and it can be, as Bjorno said, it can be quite stressful, right? Because you kind of want to finish the build and show like a finished product where you put all your thoughts into it and all your plan. You try to make all your plans become a reality. But sometimes, time pressure is definitely a thing, and then you get lost, and then it's just it's not how you thought it would be. So yeah, it's a lot of pressure, but it's also a lot of fun for sure.
I would say in contrast to the last build competition I just did was on Jonathan Raymaker's server, and it was a month-long contest. So open server, and you have a month to
That's
build
next level longer.
concept, and that was a lot of fun.
That's like you could fill out a whole world in a month if you really dedicated yourself.
Yeah, so that one was a food factory. Come up with a food and create the factory that makes it. And it was a lot of fun being able to figure out all the little details and spend a lot of time just nailing down all the little touches. But I will say, after about 2 to 3 weeks, I was getting pretty burned out.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if that's too long. I'm not sure.
I mean, it was nice because
that's a whole
with timing
different way of doing it, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice because it allowed for like schedule flexibility. If you don't have a lot of time on certain days, whatever, stuff like that. I'd say, yeah, total, I probably spent 2 weeks on the server building.
Imagine
flexibility.
I'd imagine charging that, Bjorno.
Yeah.
You need a whole stream just to judge it. Like a whole 3-hour stream.
It took like 3 hours to get through everything. There was also quite a few people on it as well. But it's fun. It's an interesting contrast.
I think we did one time. We did a 2-week build contest for a pirate ship using the raft mod. I think that's the longest competition we ever did.
That's cool.
How did that go?
There was a lot. There was a lot of lag. Those ships are like 6,000 to 8,000 a piece. You got 8 of them floating in a harbor. It's just it was tough. But they were really cool looking though, and they were blueprintable at the time. So we were able to bring it into our server and make like a quest out of it, like a downship quest. So nice. It was really, really interesting to see. And of course that was for International Talk Like a Pirate Day, which is sometime in September, if I remember correctly. It was fun.
That's awesome.
I don't even know if Raft even still works.
It does. In fact,
Yeah,
Jonathan Raymaker's doing a playthrough
recently.
Yep. We'd used that for a long time, and then, of course, we had the issue where they would implode in on themselves, and we had to tell people, sorry, your raft is foobar. But
yeah, there was a while there they wouldn't when it broke, the unpacking phase wouldn't happen. So like normally when you leave your raft, it gets packed up into a little thing basically off in the distance, you don't notice. But then when you get back to it, it wasn't getting unpacked. So it was just crunching all of this stuff into like this mass.
That's not fun.
I'm glad it's fixed though. People love that mod. I hear a lot about it.
I'd love to try a playthrough with it. It sounds fun.
Yeah, a lot of people. It's interesting when you get players who don't even build like a base, like in the sense that we're thinking of. Their base is now a moving boat they could bring anywhere. So it like kind of changes the game. You could just park outside of where you need to go, and now your base is right there. Of course, you can use portals and accomplish the same thing, but you have everything, including your storage.
Yeah, it seems like a fun way to play. Definitely different.
Every time we tried to use Raft, it would always, like, you'd get stuck floating, and you'd have players, like, getting floated out to sea, and you could never get them back.
Oh, no.
All the way out there. And that was also a long time ago as well, but I kind of wish it worked.
I want to say it was about 2 years ago.
In the game.
Yeah. We had to make a decision. We were like, we either keep using the mod and tell people, be aware if you make a raft, it may die one day, or we yank it and just avoid people opening tickets because they're raft. died in the way that JP was explaining. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
These people spend days, weeks building up these things. It was a nice way to send it off when we did the pirate ship build competition. So maybe one day we'll revisit it. I mean, it would have been cool for this one, wouldn't it?
So, Bjorno, fly over here by my build. I added something. I want to see if it's something you'll notice or if I have to point it out.
On my way. You guys got 14 and a half minutes. No
So
pressure.
it sounds like the dynamics of the build competition are pretty much determined by the length. I mean, I guess that's obvious, but I didn't really think of it that way. Before I thought like a longer competition is similar to a shorter competition, but it sounds like there's medium, long, super short. There's a whole bunch of different kinds.
Yeah, and if you're teaming up, it changes the dynamic even more. Because then you got two
Look
people
out.
contributing.
Turn around and look out from the dock and see if you see what I'm talking about.
Are you talking about the poles with the lights on them?
Yep, ship channel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a nice little touch. It definitely adds a little something to the front dock area. Very cool.
I have to admit, I stole that one from Knife because he's put that on several of his builds on New Dawn.
Yeah, it's like if you go through and you're like, oh, I definitely don't want to bring my boat there, you just, mark it in some way. And that's essentially what you've done. Very nice. It makes it seem like you're going in and out with a boat and using your dock in Seaside Village. So well done. Big Fat Snake said, spent like 14 days just to find one. There were 3 in total. What are you talking about, Snake? Rafts or... We had a 3 pirate ship hunt on Happy Gamer server. Kill the serpents around and figure out how to board them. What? That's interesting.
I kind of wish we would revisit long ship PvP. That was kind of cool.
It was kind of janky with a bunch of players on 2 different boats. Like you would shoot the boat and then the boat would be invincible or it would fly over you and yeah. Valheim with
the shenanigans
struggles
were hilarious. I mean, it was
with
just
PvP.
it was shenanigans all the way around. It's like, this is so janky, but it's so much fun.
What type of Valheim players stick around the most? Anyone know? Like what type? Like a combat focused player, someone who enjoys building, someone who likes exploration. Which do you think the type of player sticks around? Like doesn't get burnt out with the game, continues to come back.
The obsessive kind.
I would
Yeah.
say builders.
Yeah, I was gonna,
You're right.
That's why I was laughing. I was like, there's a certain niche that people fall into, and it depends on whether you're playing modded or vanilla, I guess. Because
Or all of the above.
yeah, well, look, I've played so many different ways now, and I also took a break from it, and then I came back to it. So, I enjoy combat, but I will spend hours or weeks or months just doing one build project. So.
Yeah,
Depends on how
same.
much game
Yeah,
time,
that
but I
typically
think it's
is what I hear
way
is
more
that
game
builders,
building. Yeah.
they just keep coming back because they get that itch to build that new project. Whereas you could come back and experience the progression of the game and do the combat that comes with it and the building of the materials, etc. But once you've done that progression completely, you either do a modded experience or you wait a little bit and you redo it when you're feeling that itch again. But if you consistently put out builds, you keep coming back, and I think that's why build competitions thrive, whereas PvP events are far and few between.
Exactly, and I think like it's in the nature of the game a little bit, isn't it? Like the thing about Valheim, I think that stands out the most from other, similar survival games is the build aspect, because you can get so creative and there's like so many tiny details that you can put into your builds that it kind of feels like infinite. Like the possibilities are kind of endless. And no matter what theme you figure out, like for example, I mentioned that the pirate town that I've done on Kaizen's Realm quite a few years back, and like it's a Viking setting, but you can still make it look like a pirate town, and that's just, it's just really something else. And I think Valheim does it so well that it just keeps you in the game because of, your creativity can really unleash.
I agree completely.
I
Yeah, the
think
building really
biggest
shines.
I think the biggest thing that Iron Gate did well is every time you create a new world, the map is different.
Got the
I
bug.
don't think
Oh,
I've
yeah,
actually
that too.
played too many survival games that have construction and other elements to it that allows you to have a different experience every time. And I think honestly, like games like Enshrouded and a few others, if they had that, different generating map experience every time you started a world, even I think people would be playing a lot more games more often.
Absolutely.
In terms of,
I'd-
similar to Valheim.
I'd-
Yeah.
That
I
was
just
kind of a
saw an
letdown.
article that was the top 10 games for base building. At number 1 was Satisfactory,
I
and
have it. I've never played it.
Valheim sat at number 5.
Yep.
And I think number 10 was Enshrouded.
Yeah, see, I played Enshrouded for about 5 hours with a couple of friends yesterday, and I'm so frustrated with it. I refused because I bought it when it first came out. I tried it on a server. I tried it co-op. I tried it solo, and every time I get to the point of place the flame and build a build, I was like, exit. I cannot deal with the menus and how that game is structured.
Yeah.
For doing all of that. I'm playing. I'm combat. That is it. I'm coming in as a tank. I am just messing shit up, and that is all I'm doing. I'm not doing anything else. You're gonna craft everything for me. I don't want to know the menu.
The combat
There's-
system in Enshrouded is very satisfying,
Not
but I
do
felt
it.
like world generation was kind of left by the wayside. Like having the same
Oh,
seed
yeah.
every time
Yep.
you start a new playthrough kills your ability to replay it. And
Yep. And
that is a big part of
kinda
every
hope
game.
Dragon Wilds
And
does
it's
something.
grindy.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
the
can be
Mysterious,
grindy, but so is
I
Valheim.
wanted to place the floor. Yeah, like I can't do it. I can't.
but Valheim is grindy in a fun way.
Yeah.
Enshrouded's grindy in a I gotta go get so much of this shit again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I know where to go get it. And I know that the mobs over there, I could probably poke them in the left eye and kill them because, I'm like level 36 now and, just walk up and slap the crap out of Vukas and they die. But
I see.
It's definitely different. Like I remember when I first launched it, it was when the game came out, and obviously all the controls and all the keybinds and everything is different, and getting used
so
to it is
backwards.
really hard. I know, but to be honest, on the building aspect, it gives you also so much, and like you can go super creative. I've seen builds that's just unreal in Enshrouded as well, but I don't know. I guess because we played Valheim for so long, and obviously most of us have thousands of hours in the game. Let's be honest, and it just kind of grows on you, and you don't really wanna give it up for anything else, even though it might be superior here or there. You just get used to it, and it's just completely. It's perfect.
I
Valheim,
mean,
that is.
I don't know what it's like.
personally,
over
I
there.
only have like 2,000 hours in the game. But
What were you gonna
Yeah,
say,
but
Brie?
I mean that's a lot. That's
That's
a
still
lot.
a lot of time. Yeah, like I know people that's got over 5, 6, 7,000 hours. It's crazy. Like I'm, in that 3,500 sort of space, but it's still most of it's from building. But I think for me, like I've played so many survival games just to try them out that have like a building base component to them. And I think it's just the fact that a lot of them just opt for cookie cutter pieces, like a preset wall with a window, preset this, a preset that. And I like to physically like construct each piece to make it different rather than having to only have one piece at a certain size that only goes to a certain angle. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Where are we
like,
at?
Thanks, Matt Dog, for the follow.
Where are we at till Hammer's down, Bjorno?
5.5 minutes. I was
All
going
right,
to call it
guys.
out at 5 minutes, but yeah, here's your 5-minute warning. Until this
Okay.
event is done and we begin the judging phase and the judges start walking through their builds, please, everyone can as we proceed through the builds being judged, all the participants can follow along. Just let the judges kind of go do a once through first before everyone just starts jumping in and running people off railings and knocking off bridges, and just give the judges some room to evaluate. And then once they're done and we move to the next build, then you guys can individually go through each build personally. There will be. Go ahead.
Only on the island that you're on now, or is it elsewhere on the map? Because there's no markers that I can see apart from like a couple of dots to know where to go.
It's on the free build zone on the Val-Con server, so it's this whole island.
Yep.
You can place markers on your map if you want to initiate all of them, but we will be meeting up with the builders as we go through each build.
As long as I know where I'm going, I'm cool. I just didn't know if
there should be portals to everybody's build next to the portal that's labeled free build area.
Oh yeah, true.
So,
yep.
And I had instructed everyone, I don't know if everybody did it, to use the cartography table that was right there by the free build portal so that everybody can know where everybody's at.
No, it's pretty empty. That's why I asked whether or not there was something specific I was missing. Yeah.
All right, you guys run over there and put your builds on the cartography table, please.
3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Exciting.
I will be making a poll, so if any of you in chat want the Twitch invite link, I could put that in there for you guys if you guys want it. And you guys could come to the Discord. There will be a community vote. The total votes from that are added onto the total scores from each participant. So even if you're just watching, you can contribute to the competition in some way by voicing who you think had the best build today. So let me know. I'll send that link, or I could just throw it in there anyway, and you guys could get in. But yes, about 3 minutes left. Of course, that'll be after the judges have gone through all the builds and have started calculating their scores. That's when the poll will drop. So as they don't commingle, you don't want people choosing a specific build just because it did really well during a walkthrough. You want that to be as unbiased as possible.
I do want to say where the polls regarded builders, vote for somebody else, please. I know everybody thinks that their build is the best, but you cannot vote for yourself.
I'm getting that invite link.
And to everybody that joined us today on Twitch and here in the Discord as the coordinator and driving force, me and my team that created this event for us, we say thank you. A lot of hours went into preparing this, and I'm so glad at the turnout, and we hope everybody enjoys what they're going to see today.
Yeah, that was nicely said. There's the invite, guys. So if you guys join the Discord, or if you already are here, in general chat here in very little time. In fact, let me look at that timer. You guys got 1 minute and 42 seconds. So here after, very shortly after the judges are done, I'll be posting that poll in general chat. Click that invite link in the Twitch chat, and that'll get you into the Discord. And then you just look at general chat. That's where the poll will be posted. Vote for who you think will win. You just can't vote for yourself. That's the only rule. If you're building here today, you can't vote for yourself. Let us know who you thought had the best build. JP, Bree, Bvitamine, any closing thoughts here as we wrap up the competition as it comes here to a close?
Super exciting, and I'm looking really forward to it because I loved it last time.
Yeah, me as well. It's always fun seeing the crazy things you all make. I learn a lot.
Yep. And I haven't done any sneaky peeking, so I've not seen a single thing, just empty portal areas. So I've deliberately stayed away to be surprised. So I'm excited.
Oh, nice.
I just want to say thanks to everybody for putting this on, and we've had a ton of fun doing it. My wife and I got to spend a bunch of time together playing this game together, and it's been a lot of fun. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I second that too. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for putting it on.
Thank you guys all for coming. Having more builds to look at is definitely better than less. The more the merrier. I'm glad you all came to build today. It is a holiday weekend in the United States, so do we have any people from the United States besides Gatov and Opal? And I don't think so, but if you're here on a holiday weekend or if you're just here on a weekend at all, thanks for showing up. 5,
and
4, 3, 2, 1. Hammers down.
We're done.
Boom.
And I did want to go ahead and say I had mentioned my team earlier. Speed and Ava had a lot to do with this, and they've been a tremendous help. And again, a very big thank you to JP, Bvitamine, and Bree Games for showing up today and being our judges.
That's a really good way to go. Sorry, go ahead, Bvitamin. Was that you?
I was just going to say our pleasure.
We're going to take a brief break, just so you know we could segue into the judging phase. Judges will probably want to jump down or up into another voice channel, and then we'll bring people up as we go through the builds. Make sure you get your judges sheets open, and I'll create a private DM so we can share them together. And then we'll get that poll posted, and all that coming after the break. Don't go anywhere. In a world ravaged by relentless floods, the very fabric of our reality has been torn apart. The terrain has transformed into an unrecognizable expanse, where once thriving cities now lie beneath the waves. But from this chaos, something extraordinary has emerged. Magic has begun to weave its way through the remnants of our world, reshaping the land and breathing life into the ruins. Mysterious entities now roam the altered realms of Valheim, guardians of secrets long forgotten. Welcome to Kattegat New Dawn. A rich and custom-made world with over 17 unique locations. NPCs waiting to share their stories, and quests that will challenge your resolve. The fate of this transformed world lies in your hands. Will you be the one to uncover the mysteries of Kattegat New Dawn? The adventure awaits. And we are back. And we are back. I hope you guys are all ready. I got my judges up in the next voice channel, so I'm going to jump up there with them. We will pull you up as we go to each one of your builds, and we'll take it from there. Good luck, everybody.
Has always been with people in different countries.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Same.
Getting up at
I love
stupid
it.
hours or staying up stupid late, it doesn't phase me at all. I just need time to, I just need to know that I'm doing it, essentially. So.
Yeah, exactly. To prepare.
All right, so Left suggested that we do him first. We're going to actually do him first since it's 2 a.m. for him.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
Are you guys about ready to get started? You guys all have... I have the DM set up with all of us. When you guys are done calculating your scores in that spreadsheet, just upload them there in that DM. You can also use snipping tool, send it that way. It may be easier to read. But yeah, we'll calculate who wins, and we'll start here with Left. So he is...
Can you ping the map where he is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which
I'll do
portal
that.
is it? Because I'm over here still.
You can use the teleport. I don't know if he has like a portal set up. You have dev commands, right, Bree?
Yeah, I have dev commands.
Okay, nice. You can control middle click the, of course, and then.
Yeah, I don't think, because I checked with like Stone Prophet yesterday what add-ons were on the server, and he didn't
yeah.
tell me anything other than server dev commands. So it's
Yeah,
not
that's
letting
the
me,
only one I have as well, so it should be okay.
it's not letting me quick teleport. What was the command for it?
It's control and middle click on the map.
Make
It
sure you
should
have
be-
debug mode.
It's just pinging.
Oh yeah, debug mode
Oh,
has to be
actually,
turned
yeah,
on.
hang on, wait, here we go.
That's a nice shout.
No, it reckons it was already on. I guess I can just type in the coordinates instead.
I can get you those
but-
coordinates.
Oh no, will
It's just
Will Left
constantly
come
pinging
into the
them
voice
instead.
chat and say anything? Or how's that working?
Yeah, I just DM Left to let him know we're gonna pull him up. So as soon as Bree gets here, we'll do that
Yeah, I've
and
just
we'll get
typed
started.
commands in instead. So it
Ah,
was just
there you are.
not working.
Where's,
There you are.
Where's JP?
Hey, Left.
Hey.
Hello. Hi.
Hello, hello.
How you doing?
Howdy.
Hello.
So Left, we are starting with... Oh, sorry, go ahead, Bree.
No, go for it.
Just gonna let him know we're starting with your build as you requested. We're all here, I believe. If you just want to briefly, again, for the competition, go over your build for the judges.
Okay, great.
Are you in game?
No. Should I come in game?
You don't have to. If you could
If you
just briefly explain your build for the judges and for the stream, for the judging part. If you could just go over what you did before, please.
Okay. Okay. So the Twitch is a little bit behind, huh? I think I have a delay of 20 seconds with the. Okay, let me log on.
It's mostly so we have like a sense of what you had in mind and that kind of thing. So each contestant gets a chance to kind of talk a little bit.
So what I have had in mind is, of course, if the sailing people are arriving, the small boats will go to the tavern, will have a nice drink, a good meal, and as they come from a long journey, they will have some entertainment. And if you go along the path, on the right side of the tavern, you cross the logo or the harbor sign, and coming to the storage house where the gateman is exchanging all the trades. And if you go down you find the blacksmith to repair whatever is necessary to repair on the boat. And then, if you like, you can exit the part of the town and going uphill the arch bridge, because this valley is a little bit deeper than the rest of the town. That was the idea.
Did you have a name in mind for the village?
Oh, no. I haven't considered any name for the village.
Gotcha. Awesome.
Okay,
Thank you, Left.
We have a nice sign here.
I'll go ahead and bring
Yeah,
you
it's
back
very
down.
beautiful.
Thank you again. All right. If you guys can calculate your scores for this one, this one was very impressive, and just like all of them. I love this building the most, though. This is my, but I'm not judging, but this is my personal favorite. Is this building here?
Yes,
I like
here.
that there's a fish and a knife on the table. Like next to the boat.
Yep.
It's funny.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah. Yeah, there's some definitely nice touches. There's a fridge and all the bar tabs and like some beer on the table and everything. I think definitely. For example, on the functionality side, I think it definitely ticks all the boxes because it does look functional. And as he said, you can even venture out into the forest. There's a big breach there, so yeah, this is a very solid build.
All right,
I like
so
this little walkway
go ahead.
thing. It looks cool.
I wanted to go over briefly what the categories were for judging. I have those. Let me grab them.
Aesthetics, creativity, and functionality.
All right, so scoring. You get 10 points just for showing up. So none of these builds are a 0. None of them are nothing. Just for showing up and putting in that effort, you get 10 points. Then, of course, we get to aesthetics, which is the visual impact and the cohesion of the build. Does it look like a seaside village? Does it come together as an idea? And what does that idea feel to you? How do you feel by looking at it? Then you get, of course, more technical terms when you start looking at creativity. It's another 10 points for that. So that's the technique and the uniqueness of it. Is there certain aspects of it that maybe you've never seen before? Did they mix materials in a way that made it pop? That would be the aesthetics part. Creativity would be the next category. You also get 1 to 10 points for that. So creativity is pretty self-explanatory. How unique is it? Did they go out of their way to make it look different than their competitors? Like I said, pretty self-explanatory. And of course, the last category, functionality. Does it work as a seaside village? Does it accomplish what it needs to do? Is it a place where a boat will stop, of course, to rest or to go into their storage or to sleep or to eat or to upgrade weapons, etc.? It doesn't accomplish that. And then, of course, they get all the points from the poll that I'll be posting after we're done with the judging phase. So that's pretty much it. Any questions from the judges? I know you, Bvitamine and JP, you guys have done it before. Bree, any questions on that?
No, not at all.
Awesome. Then I think I did a pretty good job explaining that then.
You did.
Good job.
All right.
Good job, Bjorno.
So we're gonna go and look at the next build.
Yeah.
If you guys are done getting your scores.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
So let's see, who's the next closest person?
I think it's Ravenar. Oh no, it might be someone else.
I think it's Gatoth and Opal. They're literally
Oh, that's true.
just west of us.
Okay, let's go there.
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, you can also give 0.5 scores if you really can't decide. We used to do that, and actually the last one was I think 0.5 difference between the first and second. So you can give like 8.5 for example, or 6.5 or whatever. if you want to.
All right, I'm pulling Gatoth and Opal up.
Okay.
Out, then you're kind
Got
of
off.
screwed. Yes.
You have been pulled up. You
Hello
have been
there.
summoned.
That
right.
sounded like a mid-convo. Right?
I wanted to make sure you
He
knew
was still talking.
before you've kept talking. But Opal, welcome as well. We are at your build. I am currently sliding around on something. All right, here we are. All right, you guys are both here, right?
Yes,
We
yes,
are.
here.
We are.
Are my judges all here?
Yep.
I am. I fell off a staircase and died, but
Okay.
right. Go for it.
jumped a little
I-
too high.
I'd like to welcome you guys to the Nest. This is like a getaway, a retreat village for weary Vikings that just want to have some recreation time. You can take a moonlight or a sunset cruise for 3 gold, and I've got the safest way to go in and out of our little area here marked off with our little shipping lane there. And then as we come here, the first little building you come to right here is our barber shop. And then we have plenty of signs directing you guys where is or what is where. I'm going to take you over to our blacksmith shop first. It's Utopal's Blacksmiths. You see we got some armor on a stand and our various workbenches and tables that we would need to repair and or create items. Opal can tell you a little bit more about the blacksmith. She actually built this, so if you've got any questions, then they could probably be directed at her.
Hmm.
And
What was the
what she
inspiration behind the build? Did you guys look at real seaside villages, or did you guys just wing it?
We thought about some of the different various seaside villages we've seen, and some of them are vacation destinations. So we wanted to create a vacation destination for our Valheim friends.
And what was the name of it, you said?
The Nest.
The Nest. Awesome.
And Bjorno, you're about to go into our treetop villa there. That's that can be purchased, I believe, for 3 gold per night, and that is meals included, or 12 gold for the week. If you're just out and about and happen to see us off the coast and want to stop and rest and get something to eat, our meal plan is 1 gold per meal. Can't beat it anywhere.
Very
That
nice.
kind of price point.
And then we come back around to in front of the barber shop over here. We go to our right, and here is Opal's Cafe. Do note our specials for today: roasted boar, mountain lager stew, and sailor's bounty. You would order here or wait to be seated here, and then here's all of our feasting tables in here. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 tables. So we seat 48
Not bad
in
at all.
our restaurant. And then over here, if you have that special date and want to reserve our corner table, that's partitioned off of here. And then even more special, if you're want to do a review of our restaurant or need special seating, back here in our kitchen through the curtain is our chef's table. And
Or VIP.
yeah, you can see our VIP/chef's table, and watch our chef as she prepares her wares for you.
Opal,
This is lovely.
how I know you helped Gatoth through most of this build. Did he and you work together on the idea, or did you just wing it for the interior decorating, or?
We pretty much just winged it. I was building on one thing while he was building on another. I did
Gotcha.
the restaurant part and the blacksmith, and he did everything else.
Very impressive. Well, thank you both for coming and building. It's very much appreciated. It's an amazing build. I know I saw JP mention that he loved the cafeteria, so amazing work, guys. I'm going to pull you guys down.
Oh.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Another very
Wow.
impressive build.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but most of the build, like on the top of the buildings, they have these gold piles.
Yeah.
That is so cool. I've actually never seen that, but it gives a nice look. Like when you look up, that's
Yep,
really cool.
I see it here. Yep. It does give it a cool look. I agree.
I like how unique the interiors are. They look a
Yeah.
bit blocky from the outside, but then you go in and it's like, oh, cool.
Yeah, and it's very.
I've never seen
very...
so much Valheim food.
Yeah, and it's very cozy, very bright as well. So it's very inviting for me, for sure.
Like a couple of in rooms and things as well.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys think this
There's
feels
a
like
lot
a
here for,
seaside
like,
village,
24 hours.
or just like
I
just some
definitely
builds
think
on the ocean?
It's a place where I would definitely stop to grab a meal. That is for sure.
Okay.
So that's really cool. I love that.
Do you guys have your scores?
Doing it now.
Let me do that. Yeah.
Can you confirm the person's name that we did first, just so I've got it right on the spreadsheet?
I call
I
him
was
left.
AGM. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. Okay, perfect. Cool.
Oh, this is where it gets hard.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I've got it. At least for now.
I always
We can-
change stuff later. Because
Yeah,
after I've
Yeah,
seen
I'm-
things, I'm like, I gotta keep it like
Yeah.
relative to each other, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. And I gotta
That's
keep
what I
remembering
wanted
there
to
is
say.
supposed to be a theme, so it's just like you see everything, you go wow, and you go oh, but does it fit? And then you sort of have to think. Like I think what they've done in 24 hours is amazing. It's very spread out, so it kind of fits the village, but it's I don't know. Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, Matt Dog, to address your question, yes, if you're on our Discord, reach out to Gatoth. He's the one who helms as a community liaison to set these up. Gatoth, Gatoth, and just shoot him a DM. He has an open door policy. If you're interested in building in the next build comp, we'd love to have you.
I love what they've done with their roofs. Like I've never seen
definitely-
gold used as like a topper. Like I flew to it as soon as I saw it. I'm like, what is that? And yeah.
If
yeah,
you look
it's,
underneath, I
very
think that's what they're
surprising.
really going for. Because when you look from underneath
Oh,
inside,
you look up and you
it
can see it.
yeah,
It's-
it adds this like
Yeah.
this
like a
combo with
filigree
the
kind of
ashwood. It
look
looks really
into
cool.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that's what they're
really,
going
really
for.
cool.
Because I've noticed one
Yeah.
mistake we make as judges is we'll fly, but a lot
Just a
of the
heads up,
players
you're on camera.
they're more used to looking from the floor. Not always, of course, depends how they build, but I always have to remember to, like, when I make videos, like, put myself on the floor, because otherwise the people who play the game normally, they're, like, thrown off by the fact that you're in the air. It, like, looks weird to them.
Yeah,
is so true.
I love seeing like the whole structure. I can't just look at the inside. I've got to look at the outside. Like I love everything that's sort of not supposed to be in Valheim. So anything they've done custom, like I'm gonna be up close and personal with it. So I love that roof. I am kind of obsessed and will likely steal it for my own project,
Yeah.
so I will.
Isn't that
definitely
awesome?
be,
I wonder, do the
axing
coins
them
give
if I do
shelter?
it.
Hmm.
Oh,
you know?
that's a good
I don't-
question. Yeah,
I
I'm
don't think
sheltered.
so.
I think because it's got
They
the
do.
timber
Yep.
paneling,
Okay.
that it seals it off. Yep.
I think normally you don't get shelter from the Ashwood thing, right?
I have
I don't
no
remember.
idea. I've not ever used
I
it.
feel like
as
I
a roof.
recently tried to build that and it wasn't work. Like I had to put something else there to get shelter, but
I want to
I'm resting
say
right now.
I want to
don't
say
need
we
that.
learned that from Emma. I think Emma did a build where she put gold on the roof for something in one of the build competitions. So yeah, shout out to Emma.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I also love the greenery. Like I love the greenery and how the village flows. Like you know, they have the trees, the little river, the little bridges that you just passed, JP, and like all the bushes and everything. So it feels very natural at the same time. Even though like it's very bright, that also like there's a great balance in. You know what I mean? That's really
Agreed.
Cool.
All right,
They've done the roof over in the blacksmith too, which
Yeah.
ties in really, really well.
Also have the gold.
Like
on
looking
the-
at this
yeah.
hearth, because I've been playing around with hearth designs, and I love things that are quirky like that. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Matt Dog says, at work right now, enjoying the presentation of all the builds during my downtime. Well, we appreciate you being here. All right, do you guys have your scores? Are we ready to move on to the next build?
I think so.
Yep. I've
Yeah.
just changed a little bit on mine, which yeah, I'm good to go.
All right, so the next one closest to us is Ravnar, to the northwest of us.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, I see. Thank you guys. That was amazing.
Oh god, yeah, this is so unique. I'm gonna love this one.
That is his name.
That's right.
That's-
And it's actually functional. Like, this is.
that looks cool.
Ravnar, my
Hello.
friend, Pylorian.
Hello.
Your first build
Hello.
competition, I pulled you up. You are now here with the judges. If you are here, are you logged in currently?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Sweet. Yep,
Yep.
there you are. If you could
Yep.
go over your build for the judges and kind of just explain your motivations and what they're looking at, that I would be greatly appreciated.
Okay. Well, I think Bree sort of already knows a little bit.
Yeah.
So I've done a different version of a fish over here. I don't know. I can't do.
Tara,
it
you're on
twice.
video. You're on
Uh,
video. You're on video.
Which
So where do we
leads
start
into-
off? Would we land on the boat? Is that how we come in to the area?
Well, normal, because you didn't come through the portal, did you? So if you
No,
come through the
we
portal.
flew. We're sorry.
Yeah, I know.
We used our god powers.
But- No, that's right. So the portal's here. So what I was hoping is that you'd come out of the portal and you'd look to your
Okay.
left and see the anchor bridge and the fish.
Yep.
And then once you went through the fish and everything and had a look at all of that, you would then see up on top of the hill where I've done my player name.
That looks so cool. We definitely all saw that straight away immediately because we flew
Agreed.
in or teleported in. So
Yeah. So the doorway is there. There I am. Yeah, and you walk through from one end to the other, and you can come out the other end, and it's got workbenches there. It's. I could use it as a base.
This is so crazy.
I like how when you're in it, it seems almost like a normal base, but then you go far away and you see you see the
You see the name.
word. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna.
Keep going. Oh, I was just going to say the tricky bit is working out where to put walkways through from one letter to the next, and trying to get the the build pieces to line up properly so that everything's sort of the same. So you'll notice on the outside there's wood that goes from on the ground level from one end to the other, because that's how I start off to line it all up, and then I did the same on the top and then removed it once I finished the build, in between the letters.
Wow, the interior is so interesting. I've never been in a... It's like, I've been in cramped spaces before in Valheim and like cozy bases, but this feels like I'm in like a yacht or something. It has like this confined space hallway kind of feel. It's really cool.
Yeah, I wanted to say, we've talked about previously that, most of us have thousands of hours in it. Myself have like almost 4,000 or something, and I've never seen something like this. This is super creative.
No, I've never seen letters turned into a base before.
Nope.
It's very clever. Very, very clever.
I've seen it with etching on floors, but I've never seen like a full, complete build as someone's name. It's just, it hurts to even think about. My lack of builder brain is just blowing up right now.
Yeah. No, it's when I think of a
So
base,
crazy.
I don't think 4 walls and a roof. I don't know. Like, the name is the character in the game. The fish is, well, there's fish at seaside, so there's a fish there and everything. And same with the anchor. And when I don't know, when I build, this is pretty much what I do. I don't think 4 walls and a roof. I don't know. I'm just a bit weird and strange.
No, that's exactly
You make
what
it
we
work.
like. Personally, I feel you could see everyone's personality by looking at their builds. So, and looking at yours, it's like looking at a Picasso painting. It's like it's abstract. You have to put it together for it to. Yeah, it's hard to even explain. So, thank you for going over your build, and I'm going to go ahead and pull you down. And I appreciate you coming to building today.
Thank you,
that's
Bjorno.
right. Thank you so much for putting it on. It's great.
Cheers.
Wow. Okay. Holy crap. I actually,
The
yeah.
bridge is awesome.
Yeah, it is an anchor. Like, if you look at it from the side,
I was just
it is.
looking at it. Yeah, it is so cool.
Oh my god, this is creativity at its very best, in my opinion. And it's such a
I
different
just saw the anchor.
perspective.
I didn't even catch that before.
Yeah, and if you come to the back side of the words, it's actually like, even on the back side, it's made like it's a mirror. Like you can see that. So even
Oh, it's one of those anagram kind of things.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's super cool. It's such a fun build. I love that. And it's actually
I don't even know how to
functional, like,
explain this one. Like, if someone asked me what this was, like, I just, like, I couldn't do it. Like, I have no words. It's incredible. Wow.
Yeah,
For
and the fact that it's actually
that's his first
functional
build
and-
in the ever in our competition. He just comes out with that.
Yeah, and each letter has like one of them is the blacksmith area, so you have like the black forge and everything. The next one is the kitchen and some storage, and then as you go through, there's like a living room sort of thing, and the bedroom. So it's like all functional at the same time. It's crazy.
You know what's really great about it? Like, if you actually take a look at the etching of his 2x2 beams, or I think that's what those are. They're all perfectly aligned. There's not a single one that's out of place. Like,
Yep.
yeah.
Same. Okay.
You guys got your scores?
Let's
Yeah.
do that.
Bree?
Oh yeah, I was running around inside.
Okay.
Yes, I've got my scores.
All right. Let's see who we're gonna go bug next. It's probably gonna be Heimdall,
Okay.
and then we'll end with Conchonery. No, then we'll do Conchonery, and then we'll do Speed and Eva's last. It's just a walkthrough. Hopefully, Ungoliant can show up by then. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna be at Heimdall. So let me shoot him a DM.
That build was so fun.
Heimdall.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hey, dude.
Hi, hey, buddy.
You are still here with us, right? Are you at your build site?
I am at my build site. Yep.
I mean, you know, you're a veteran of this. You know how this goes. If you want to go over your build for the judges, and good luck.
Yeah. Thank you. So I guess when I think of a seaside village, I think of industry and commerce. So I incorporated. I grew up on the shores of the Great Lake in the Midwest of the United States, and so there's a lot of like seaside villages, even though it's a lake. So I incorporated a lot of the different things that I've seen around and that have been around in towns in my area for a long time. Kind of industrial ship loading. Um, the service industry that surrounds the fishing industry there. So just kind of wanted to get the vibe of some of the towns that I grew up around, and so that's what I did. I've got the lighthouse and the inn, and then the ship loading area with an industrial kind of warehouse and workshop and everything like that. So.
Yeah, I really like the lighthouse.
I was just looking at that.
The way you started at the bottom and did the etching between the stone and then the wood, like having those two elements like together, it makes it pop a little bit more. And then the inside of, because I went up there earlier, of the top of the lighthouse, it's very spacious. So it kind of can be deceiving a little bit by looking at it that it could be smaller than what it is, but by going inside, you did a great job with the layout. And I really enjoyed the building over here. What did you say this building next to the lighthouse was called? Oh, the inn.
Yep. So it's the Breakwater Inn. I selected the spot that we're in because of the island, and it's kind of parallel to the shore along with the bay there. So a lot of seaside villages or areas where it's going to be like a port will have they'll either build a breakwater or they will have a natural breakwater in an island or a peninsula along the shore there, and basically it shields it from some of the worst of the waves during storms, and they have a lot less damage to their boats. And so I thought this was a really kind of fitting area where I could put the lighthouse out on the rock at the end of the island there to ward off any ships that might crash into that, this rock here and the rocky areas out there. And then they can sweep around the side of the island and come into a protected area and kind of a marina and loading area there. So that's kind of why I did that. But that's, the inn that's why it's called the Breakwater Inn. And it's just kind of I don't know. It's a small area, but I wanted to make sure that there was an inn because there's always some sort of area for like fishermen or anybody that's in the shipping industry. They would need a place to stay for the night when they're in port.
Gotcha.
Right.
I really love the crane
Ooh.
in the fish
I was just
area.
looking at the
Lovely.
name of crane. Yeah.
This is wow.
Yeah, the crane is what popped out to me when I first came here. It's so like you can't avoid it when you're scanning what would be on the horizon, like the shadow of his build when you're like looking off in the distance, like it pops.
Silhouette.
The silhouette, yes.
Yeah.
You can't. It's unavoidable. Like it catches your eye. I don't think I know you built something like this before, Heimdall, but I don't think you did it to this level. Wasn't it a little bit smaller, or was it like off the side of a building or something? Haven't you built one of these before, a crane?
I don't remember if I have or not. I guess trying to think of when that would have been.
I think it was like
I'm
during
not
one of the
sure.
original build competitions where we all built in the plots. But that was so long ago. I agree. But well done, my friend. Thank you for building, and we will go ahead and pull you down, and we'll see you here in a few minutes.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Yeah. JP, you always catch on the things I wanted to mention. The counterweight is even there.
Yeah, right.
That is so cool. Oh my god!
Those
And
little details.
I know, and I know I always say this about Heimdall, but I have to say it again. The thing I love the most about it, and even the crane is a perfect example, that he uses every material.
Great to hear that, Pangea.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. He mixes each bit very well. Like the crane is black marble and stone and core wood and grouston and wood iron beams. Like, but it looks good. Like not a mixedy mess, you know?
Exactly, and even the bridge. If you come back to the bridge, is the same thing. So he uses stone, black marble, everything. Like putting it all together, using all the materials, and having it like still look so cool and so put together, like so well done. He's really a master of this, for sure. I love it.
Yeah, if he enters into a build competition, it's kind of like all the other participants have to take notice. Like, because Heimdall has come into so many of these and just taken away the win in stride. Like, it's crazy how many of these he's won at this point. But
I'm not gonna lie, I've definitely like, not gonna say stole some ideas from him, but definitely learned a lot from him. Let's just put it that way, because he always amazes me. He's such a cool guy and such a great builder, and it's lovely, very lovely.
You guys have your scores.
Let's do that, yeah.
And then we got 2 more, and then we'll wrap this up.
Okay. Oh my god, this is hard.
Yeah, I'm struggling to balance everything I've seen without like focusing on one element. I want to, yeah.
It's difficult.
These are
it is
so amazing. It is challenging. Like seeing it and flying around is one thing. Spending hours and days creating something is totally different, and then you feel like just flying through doesn't always give you the full experience.
You gotta hang out here for a bit.
Yeah, like you need to actually absorb it, especially with like the sun going down. Like it's going to change everything when you look at a build, because sometimes people build it because of how the shadows sit or how it looks at certain times of day or in certain weathers. Like you were saying, that is more breakwater, so in a storm I'm sure it looks wicked because the waves would be coming in very high. Being on Black Forest, it's always really, really choppy here when there's a storm, so I'm sure that aesthetic is totally different when the weather's different. Yeah,
I agree.
Okay, I think I have it, at least for now. Then we're gonna see.
Yeah, I've got my
the
scores.
first draft of the
I'm
scores.
still mind blown. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep, up until you guys submit them, even if you accidentally submit it and you're like, oh, I need to change something, it's no problem. You could take as long as you need on the scores. We know it's difficult. We want you to be able to feel comfortable with what you submit. So, on to the next one, which will be Conchonery and Caterfly, I believe. Yep, Caterfly.
Oh, this is gonna be something else as well. Oh, it takes a while to load in, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, I was just noticing that. I'll just stop moving while it does it.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of stuff to see.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
my friend.
Good to see everybody.
Yeah, we're here at your build, along with the judges. If you want to give us a brief tour and tell us a little bit about your build.
Okay. So this is Port Mage Cap, and we settled here after we discovered an unknown source of Eider was causing mushrooms to grow everywhere, magical mushrooms all over the place. So we settled here and we created a village for all the weary travelers of the realm. And yeah, like I said before, no good seaside village would go without a nice cozy tavern. So we can come on in the tavern. My wife's here at the table having a nice lunch with her serpent stew. You can grab all your meals and your drinks here at the tavern. And this is called the Lonely Locks Inn. And
Cool name.
has a little bit of a hidden meaning there. If you come up to the loft and you need to rest your head, you come back here to the back door. We've got the inn and slash brothel, where you can either rent a room for the night or, you know, rent a room for
The red lighting.
some time.
Wow.
Is this lighting
Yeah,
just from the troll staffs?
Yeah.
And so behind each of
that's
these
cool. I
curtains
didn't realize
is
there
a
was the
unique
red.
room. Yeah, they give off really nice red light.
Go behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Oh my
So you've got
god.
the ladies up in the window. You've got each room's unique to its theme. I think the red room is the berserker room. That was my wife's idea. By the way, the whole brothel was her idea, not mine. We just ran with it, so
For the record.
yeah, for the record. Yeah, cozy little tavern to settle into when you come to the village from the port. And the inhabitants are, we have the barkeep there, we have the blacksmith, the hunter, and the farmer, and the fisherman. So we've got five inhabitants here at this village, and then everyone else comes in from the port and sails in from the rest of the realm. So we have fish market, we have a gear stall for all the sea needs, for sea gear like shields and harpoons. We've got there's even a barber. Yes, there's a barber stand where you can get your hair cut here once you've come in. And the fisherman lives out on the island, tends to the lighthouse. And he is the one that catches all the fish and the serpents for us and brings them in and processes them here on the dock. And then sells them in the market. And we have a farm where we grow all of the ingredients that go into everything in the tavern.
So
We have a
JP,
nice, lovely little pond down there.
you mentioned that
Yeah.
plains would be your preferable biome for.
Yeah, this is the most seaside villagey one to me, for sure.
That's why we picked
There's
it.
something about the so all of the builds have looked really good to me, but that is the thing I'm a little confused about is the theme, because they're wonderful buildings, but this is the first one that I feel, because there's these red things over here and the black ashwood and the fact that it's in the plains, it feels more like a seaside kind of thing. Whereas other things, they were villages, but were they seaside villages? You know, something to debate.
Is that because you
That was
see
something we
the plain
struggled with
as
as
more
well.
Like low terrain, light coloured, so it kind of reminds you more of the seaside?
I think
'Cause,
so.
like,
Yeah, because the others
sometimes
had trees above
seaside
them,
villages,
so I didn't feel like I
yeah.
was at the beach.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah. But then I guess like seaside villages, like sometimes depending on the country, I guess you're not always going to get like sand and stuff. Sometimes you'll get like really rocky kind of like walls and ledges and like sharp angles.
Fjords.
And, yeah, and not like
Yeah.
that. Like I love everything I've seen so far, but I understand what you're saying as well.
Yeah, we actually went to each biome and walked around quite a bit looking for a good location and found the plains felt like the most appropriate seaside location for us, for sure.
Probably
Absolutely.
the sunniness,
Yeah, that's
you know, because if you're at the
Lighting is
beach
beautiful.
or at a village on a beach or in the sea or the ocean, there's a lot of sun usually. I guess
Yeah.
not always, but in my head, that's the stereotype.
I may be a little biased, consider, the team I'm on, but we haven't.
I didn't take that
yeah.
into account at all whatsoever. That was definitely
You're not the
part of my
Meadows
decision.
Walkers.
Yeah, so we just, like I said, we tried to fill it up, make it look lived in. Lots of clutter. You know, this is an older village. Lots of little
This is-
things, lots of little details.
I'm gonna have to say,
rugs as roofs. It's nice.
yeah, the
Oh, I
all
love
the
these little
details.
the bar stools. I love the little bar stools. I just now noticed them. You used the shield with the trophy stand. That's very creative.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, trying to do something a little different. Just using the
You realised
in-game
you
chairs.
feeling like that was like drawing us to what you were doing because it's like you've got candy, we need to see it, and now we're seeing this.
Everyone comes
I
in.
haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Oh, item
Yes,
stands.
all the usuals.
That's so funny. Wait, so I thought it was one item stand, but it's an item stand base making an item. That's hilarious. I love it.
Very, very
The
nice.
attention. Yeah, the attention to detail is extraordinary.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you for describing your build. I'm going to go ahead and bring you back down, and we'll be with you guys here shortly.
Yeah, be sure to check out all the houses. They're all unique. Each one's decorated differently, kind of to each villager. So
Gotcha.
lots of details.
Thank
And
you
the wishing
again.
well in the center. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Now that it's night time with the red in that
my-
building
Wow.
comes out.
Just wow.
Yeah.
Just when I think I saw one that blew me away, another one came and was like, nuclear bomb. Just, yeah.
I know,
This
right?
feels like a village. This definitely feels like a village. I like it.
I'm gonna be honest with you here. I've judged a few competitions. I've seen a lot of things. Being on the Val-Con staff team and like playing on Kaizens, and like I've seen a lot. But this build, and with all the details, and especially that it has been done in 24 hours, this
Yeah,
is
right.
probably
Crazy.
the best build I have ever seen in my life. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm just gonna put that out there. There are like so many tiny things that you probably didn't even know. Like if you come to where I am, I'm at the docks. Just a tiny detail that I want to show you, just real quick. Have you seen this little bit here?
Yeah, the little sewer thing. Yeah.
There's a sewer. Are you kidding me? I can actually come in. Like, Jesus.
Coming inside now.
Can we actually, like, go in?
Well,
No.
I think it's a dead end, but it does let you go inside.
Yeah.
And like everything is, as he said, all the buildings are different. Obviously, the farming cows and everything is just different and kind of matches the one that lives in it, like the fisherman, the whatever. I'm just completely blown away with this build.
I definitely thought it was just the stuff at the front at first, but then I went to the back and there's all the little houses and the paths. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Personally,
Very cool.
I think if it was just the building with the brothel attached to it, that alone would be enough to be
Exactly.
completely
Very cool.
impressive. But for him to go as far as he did and to add as much detail as he did to it, it's just incredible. Do you guys have your
I'm
scores?
just shocked. I mean, yeah.
All right, so we...
I am. Yes.
Awesome. So we got one more, which is Speed and Eva, but unfortunately both of them couldn't make it. So we are going to do a quick walkthrough, and then you guys will do your scores for that final build.
Okay.
Can you ping it again, Bvitamine?
Yes.
I know you knew where it was. It was somewhere in... there it is, yeah. In the meadows.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. There, right there. It kind of stretches out, but... Oh, Eva just
Oh,
arrived.
Eva just arrived. That would be perfect
They
timing.
just logged in. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
There she is. I'm going to pull her up.
Nice.
You couldn't ask for better timing than that, Eva. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
You there?
Hello?
Oh, there you are.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
I think it timed out when you moved me up.
But I saw you log in, so if
Mm-hmm.
we'll give you a minute to get over here to your build, and then if you could briefly go over your build for us.
Kind of need you to start up here, please.
All the way over there? Okay.
Kind of.
All right, we'll head that way.
Oh.
Ah, because this is where the portal is. Okay. Yep, makes sense.
This is nervous now.
Don't be. You've done this plenty of times.
Hi, welcome. Thank you for choosing Viking Vacations. Today I'll be your tour guide, and if you'll follow me, I'll show you around for your vacation area. We've gone with a different concept of a seaside village, and instead of a seaside village, you are coming for a vacation.
Impressive.
It's a very different concept.
I love these walkways. They're so cute.
Thank you. Speed did these. Here will be your feasting hall where your meals will be provided for you while you're on vacation. During the rain, you can sit downstairs. And if you come outside, you have your little barbecue area.
Ooh, I
The
like the
chef's just
barbecue
gone to
area.
bed.
This is nice.
Oh, nice.
And then if you sneak upstairs, you can sit upstairs. But I've got no stamina, sorry. Let me sneak some food in. Let me try the other side. I can't get upstairs, sorry. That other side. You can definitely get upstairs. There's seating upstairs too.
Yep, I'm up there.
Yeah, I always found the grass and steps to be a little awkward when they gave it to us.
The other side's easier.
Yeah, I should have gone outside.
Very nice roof. Lovely little hidden spot. I couldn't even tell this was here from the floor outside.
Let me have a look around and then I'll take you to the next destination. Over here you have your poolside. As you can see, we have our snack carts out and available. There's 3 different snack carts you can come and choose snack from. It's all provided when you pay for your vacation. You've got your beach umbrellas, you've got hot
I love
tubs,
this.
you can...
I love this little pool thing you guys set up with the hot tubs in it. It feels like you're seaside at a resort.
Oh, there's a magma fish. He's just sitting
There.
there.
There are
Hello.
fishes.
For the ladies, if you come this way, here's our lovely shop for all their little touristy needs, dresses. We've gone a little bit different. So these are perfumes bottles, and this is a lovely necklace on this side. They can have their hair done. Change rooms with mirrors. Hats and accessories, boxes to put their dresses in. These lovely things are our gift cards, so you can come back next time.
Oh, that's so creative.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And if you're worried about anyone peeking out the back, we've got that covered.
Privacy for
So
all
no peeking
Vikings.
allowed.
Okay.
There's traps there.
Yep.
Bjorno, I set that up for you.
I'll just use my god powers.
Oh, JP.
We're gonna head over this way
Keeps you in place.
2 of our villas. Everything's color coded, so when you make your booking, you can pick your color. It's based on what you'd like to pick. First, we'll start with the green villa.
Color coded, interesting. Oh, and there's light inside too. Very nice.
Nice.
So this is for 2 friends, 2 people. Across the way is our romantic getaway.
Oh yeah, mood lighting.
Oh, nice, yeah.
The petrol.
I love it.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
was-
cool.
Yeah,
I've seen
if you
their
notice,
faces.
Oh,
all our
he's pretty sad.
buildings have a little pet for you to have on vacation in case you miss yours at home. Sorry,
No worries.
there's more. We're going back this way, past the snack hut. Each snack hut has a different type of snack. I don't know if I mentioned that.
I love the little cabins on the platform. There's something about them being on a platform that just looks so cool with the ashwood and everything.
There's a little fishing spot. Fishing.
Yep.
Here's the dock where all the boats come in.
Nice.
Yeah, very impressive. It's very sprawling. The buildings are very well placed apart.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, okay. Wait, there's
Seems
more.
like a proper resort.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
proper res- I'm gonna go up this walkway, making sure I show all the features. Oh yeah, you can swim with the fishes in there.
Yeah. Sorry. I was like, what?
See?
We got another little picnic area for you to sit in.
Secretly, we all want pets in Valheim, okay? So when you see fishies, you just, they're like a pet.
Yeah, I like the
Another
little gazebo.
mysterious rock.
Hey, there's a pet truck here. He's not that sad.
Yeah. Everyone's happier.
We have the Red Villa. This is a single person visit.
Oh, nice. Oh, this one
Mysterious
is really
rock.
happy, look. This one is super happy.
I ate
Yeah. He's got a little hat.
Someone's a little too excited.
I
Hey,
didn't realize you
little
could eat
hat.
the toadstool.
Yeah, I would.
JP's not feeling well.
I ate one of the mushrooms.
It's not that kind of party, JP.
Yeah, JP.
Up there we have.
I didn't even know
the
you could do
orange.
that. It was like toadstool, eat. Yeah, sure, eat. No, it really meant it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, all these. You guys got so many buildings, and they're all interior decorated. It's very, very impressive.
Yeah, this one looks like a beehive or something. This is cool.
Yeah.
Definitely got the cabin vibes. All these little like seaside cabins.
This is a
Very cool.
beehive garden.
Oh, look at that. Oh, she's got a skirt.
She's even got a ponytail. Speed did this.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. I was there. The one thing I think there's usually one thing that I think of when I think of each build, and it probably is this.
Yeah.
This is
Bee lady.
Yes, this is interesting.
Did you look at the ponytail
The
at the
hair.
back?
Yeah, the pigtail. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Bastard.
Amazing.
And the last one is our family villa all the way down the end.
Oh, there's Biggie. Look.
Don't eat the mushrooms, JP.
Those are the boring ones.
How are you, I was gonna say, how are you on fire, but you're not. Okay.
Up there.
I feel so satisfied every time I find a little one of the rocks.
He's got a straw hat.
Great touch.
Yeah.
That little hidden secret. Each place is a rock.
Little
Yeah.
Easter egg.
This one is on the neutral. Okay.
Are there happy rocks?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have to
The
find
more
that one.
you pet them, the more they get a different expression. The longer you
Oh, is that
get
how it works?
They get, yeah.
Have any of you seen Princess Mononoke?
Yeah.
The little creatures, fairy creatures with the heads. That's what the mysterious rocks remind me of.
No.
They do. They have a very similar facial expression.
Yes.
It's true.
Oops.
Well, is that the end of the tour? Do I have to leave a tip?
I took the hat. 1 second.
Be more happy.
Punching it.
I've been petting him this whole time.
I
They
wonder
broke
if
it.
it's just like Pokemon where you have to like, you know, be happy over a set period of time and like it resets every so often. I doubt you can just spam click it.
Maybe I just give him food.
All right, thank you, Eva. I know it was not easy on your time table to get in here and do this, but we greatly appreciate you building and being here to discuss your build.
Okay.
Was it
Thank
just you,
for
Eva, or
visiting
did you
us.
have
No,
help?
Speed. Speed.
Yep, so this was
Probably
both Speed
sleeping.
and Eva that did this. Did you guys do it in shifts, both of you, or did you both
No.
do it together?
I think the only time we had a break was for dinner. Just, yeah.
About how many hours do you think you guys worked on it?
Oh, Speed would have been longer. He started an hour early than me. Maybe 18 hours?
Okay.
18 to 19?
Wow.
A solid
Nice.
effort. Yeah, very well done.
So now that that is the last build to go through, I'm going to go ahead and post the poll in general chat. If everyone could get in there and vote, and Eva, I'll pull you back down. Thank you again.
Thank you for your visit with us.
Good job.
All right, the poll has been posted in general chat. We're going to take a brief final break, and when we come back, we'll reveal the winner. Be right back. Just a heads up, if you have not voted and you're in the Twitch chat, the community poll is still up on the Discord. I can post that link again in chat if you haven't. Join the Discord, get in there and vote. Let your voice be heard. The poll ends in 11 minutes. See you guys then. We're back. Let's check up on the judges and see how they're doing.
They were looking at all the build pieces that are going to be out and decided to keep more of them for the Deep North so that it feels more like the Deep North unlocks everything. At least that's what he said in the interview. This was like right after Ashlands came out and they were asking him about like what he felt about it and that kind of thing. And he talked a little bit about the Deep North. That was a while ago though, so who knows.
So, did you guys get a chance to calculate all of your scores?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got my scores ready. I'm just taking some photos. Yeah.
Okay. I know it wasn't easy, but personally, I think Seaside Village, the competition itself was pretty fierce. Everyone really came and brought their A game, and there wasn't a single build today that I wasn't impressed by. So, shout outs to all the builders
really cool.
who showed up today, and they showed up. Here in a few minutes, we will get all the scores kind of calculated, and you guys will know who took it. I know the poll still has about 10 minutes left on it, I think. So if you haven't voted, get over to general chat. There's still 7 minutes on the poll. If you built, you just can't vote for yourself. Everyone here is pretty honest, and of course you could check the votes as an admin. But yeah, so far it looks like Con Shonery is getting the community kind of rallied behind him. So far he's got 4 votes, so that's pretty sick. We would add those 4 votes to his average score after we get all the scores from our judges. What we'll do is we'll take the scores for all 3 judges and we'll divide that by 3, and that'll give us the average score. Then we add the community vote on top of it, and that's how we get our winner. Thank you for posting those, Bree. It gives people an idea of what they're voting on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I started doing it while we were flying, but then I forgot to post it, and because I kept screenshotting over the top, it didn't really give me the option to paste them. So I'm just doing that now.
I'm just finalizing my scores.
Yeah, I've made a
But
couple
so
of
hard.
tweaks.
Matt Dog, I saw you got into the Discord. So if you grab the Valheim role and the channels and roles tab all the way at the top of Discord, you can then go to general chat, and that's where the poll is. I think there's 5 minutes left on it. I believe you could see general chat even with no roles. But yeah, you can get in there and you'll see the poll. There's about 5 minutes. You get one choice. So today we had Gatoth and Opal, just as a reminder, Left, Heimdall, Speed and Eva, Con Shonery, and My Caterfly, and Ravnar. So lots of people showed up today. And we had 2 new builders.
In total, there were 6 entries, right? Or 6 teams?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think I have my final one, Bjorno.
Let me see it.
All right. is it? There it is. I think that's my final. Yeah, that is my
Beautiful.
final one.
Okay.
I did the 0.5s because last time out we also did that. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I just use calculator.
Okay.
That way I can't be wrong. Okay, that's very, very interesting. I don't want to spoil it for the chat, but so far from what I've seen from Bvitamine, there is a clear winner. Let's check on the community vote. There's 3 minutes left, and okay, it looks like Conchonery has pulled ahead even further. He got one more vote there, and not left. Heimdall got 2 community votes, so that's pretty par for the course for him to get some votes from the community as well. He's also one who I think could have easily come in here and taken the whole thing.
Who are we missing in terms of screenshots still?
So we're missing left, Ravnar, and Gatoth and Opal.
Okay, I'm just looking at where I've been on the map, so I'm just going to go back over here.
Oh.
Okay, so that one's been done.
Okay. This is all right. This is making it interesting.
Definitely.
Take your time, Bree. Yeah, take as long as you need.
Yeah, I'm just going around. I just want to make sure I haven't missed a single thing from anything. Because everyone has done so well.
I definitely learned a lot about how to use different pieces.
Yeah.
It is cool how different each build was.
The poll in general chat has 1 minute left, so if you haven't voted, you'll have to have your piece with that here in about 30 seconds.
I feel like I'm still missing someone.
Let me see. Heimdall, Gatopol, Conchonery, Eva. Yeah. Ravnar.
Ravnar and left.
Yep.
I think I'm heading up to Ravnar's now. Yep, here I am. I just can't remember where left AGMs was to just go back and just get a screenshot and just double check everything.
1 second, I'll ping it. I think I remember.
Yeah, it's not on the map, so I'm just having to eyeball it.
+2.
Okay, I remember it was in the black. Oh, here it is. It's here.
The poll has ended, so 62% of the community vote went to Conchonery and my Caterfly. And 25% went to Heimdall. And who was D? Speed and Eva got 12% of the vote. So it wasn't one-sided. There was voting, in a couple different places. So we'll add that to the total vote, and we'll have a winner here shortly. And the scores have come in.
Yeah. Can someone ping where left aging?
Yeah, it's right. It's right where I am.
Okay, perfect. Cool beans. Oh, you're not on the map, sir, so that's probably why I
Okay.
couldn't see where you were.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Stealthy.
24.
Okay.
Bill used to live in that no map life.
Heimdall. 20.
Yep. Go.
29.5. Calculating the scores.
Okay.
And how many votes did Conchonery get again? Was it 5?
5. Yes, from the community it was 5.
Oh.
It's cool seeing how much our votes are different. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm always worried I'm gonna be like exactly the same as other people, and then it's like, no, it's okay.
Almost
thanks for
there.
That, Bree.
You're fine. That's cool.
Almost there. How many votes did Speed and Eva get? Was it 2?
They've got 1, and Heimdall's got 2 in the community.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I just double checked. Yep.
There it is. That's with all 3 of your scores all added up, and with the community vote. You can get the average by dividing them by 3.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But that's your first, second, third. So let's get over there and announce the winner.
Okay. Changing channels.
Hey,
Hello.
everybody.
Hey, everyone. We're back.
Howdy, howdy. Hello.
That time I felt like it went pretty smoothly. I think I got this down. So we have a winner. And there was a lot of deliberation when it came at the very end, because it was such a ridiculous event. Like everyone brought their A game, and it really showed, even to the people who just watched it on Twitch. But there was a clear winner in that event. The winner in first place with a total score of 87.5 is Sean Connery and Caterfly. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Nice high five over here.
In second place with
Thank you so much.
a score of 79.5, Heimdall. Congrats.
Yeah, congrats,
Thank you.
Heimdall.
Congrats.
And then rounding out with the bronze, we have, with 77 points, Eva, and Speed. Congratulations.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. Congrats. everyone.
Congratulations.
So that was a hell of an event. Thank you to the judges for showing up today and taking the time to really go through each build. It was really awesome for you all to be here. Thank you again, Bvitamine, for doing another event. It was awesome having you all.
Thank you
It
for
was
having
awesome
me.
doing it.
Thank you to Brianna for showing up as a judge for the first time.
Yep, it's been fun.
Yeah.
There's so much that I've seen that I haven't seen before, and I'm more than happy to share screenshots in the Discord or wherever you guys want them, but I made sure I got one of everyone, so yeah, very well done, especially for the time frame, and it'd be very interesting to see what the community comes up with next for the next event that you guys do.
That will be
I'm excited for the
announced
next one.
very soon. I know Gathoth is probably already thinking about it. In fact, do you have a theme ready, Gathoth, that we can announce now?
I think
Or
I'm
you still-
probably going to do it by poll like I've done in the past.
Okay, we'll do that then.
But I'm thinking one of the choices is going to be a bridge of some sort. I won't say drawbridge because that would be very hard to do in vanilla. But
We'll get to it very soon. I'm very sure. But just in case you missed it, Con and Caterfly, Con Shawnery, win with an 87.5, which is a very strong, almost. If you hit a 90, it's almost a perfect build. So,
Dang. Thank you, everybody.
shout
I
out to you
appreciate it
guys.
so much.
Well played, and of course we'll be back here again very soon with another event. And thank you to everyone who showed up both in Discord and in Twitch. And thank you again to the judges. Everyone have a great weekend.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Have a great one, everyone.
You too.
You all did great work.
and all you builders, if you have any
Everyone, bye.
ideas for
Thank
the
you.
next competition, message me and I will put them in my poll.
Will do. Sounds good.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
All right, time to go eat. See y'all later.
Thank you to all 9 of you that are still hanging out. You guys showed up and it was awesome. Thanks for swinging by.